Where the traders are crying foul following a wave of demolition of structures said to have been built on land belonging to Kenya Railways.
Popular fish nyama choma joints and entertainment joints have been affected by the demolitions. Right now, let's link up with Laura Otieno from Kisumu. Laura, just give us more attention on this. How bad is it, apart from just some of those businesses having to close shop?
Well, Zinzi, yesterday the chairman of the Kisumu Chamber of Commerce had estimated that about 3,000 business people have been affected directly and indirectly. He said that about 2,000 people have lost direct employment and about 1,000 are expected to be affected by the demolitions that have been witnessed in Kisumu over the past 1 month or so. So where I'm standing right now used to be a stretch of shops of about 500 meters, and if my cameraman could basically just pan to show you the extent of the demolition. So far, where we're standing is just mountains of debris stretching across the entire stretch all the way down to where there used to be shops, joints, eateries and other things like that. Indeed, as you have rightly put it, the business community is crying foul because they're saying that there's no assurance that the port, which is being expanded, will offer employment opportunities, or rather will offer an alternative source of livelihood for most of the traders who are affected by the demolitions. Remember, there have been various of the affected traders who have said that they have court orders that was basically barring Kenya Railways from conducting any demolitions. Some of them were saying that they were given notices which were expiring later in the year, but then they were surprised when the tractors came down to their structures as of last week and also the better part of this week. What we understand is that demolitions are expected to continue because behind me there are houses belonging to Kenya Railways, and we have been duly informed that electricity and water have been disconnected from those particular houses to sort of prepare the people living inside there that they should be moving out because those structures will be taken over by the Kenya Railways in procession, or rather in preparation to be handing them over to the Kenya Ports Authority. Remember, the anticipation of the commissioning of the port is still increasing, with people expecting the president to be making his way here to give them, the traders especially feel that the president should give them an address on the way forward, because they're saying that they have been affected. Most of them, their economic mainstay for 20 years, 30 years have been brought down, and they're saying that they're hoping that the head of state will give them an assurance of employment opportunities created at the Kisumu port, which is expected to be commissioned anytime from next week. We understand that the Interior CS Fred Matiang'i will be making his way to Kisumu either today or tomorrow for inspections of the works going on at that particular place. And also we have been seeing high profile delegates from the national government sort of making private tours to inspect what has so far been going on. Remember, it's not only the port, there is the Kenya Marine School, which is also expected to be revived, and also the assembling dock for ships, where there used to be the manufacturing of big vessels, including SS Usonga, SS Ukerewe, and many other ships which used to be assembled here in Kisumu in the 90s when the port was operating at its optimum before it was declared moribund after the collapse of the East African community back in the 90s. So far, traders, some of them are enthusiastic by the expansion of the port. A good number still feel aggravated by what they call sudden demolitions, because they're saying the notices were far from expiry. But then that is the situation here in Kisumu. Some of the traders are still making their way, combing through the debris to see what they can salvage from what used to be their shops. So it's a wrap here in Kisumu, and we will be keeping you up to speed with details as they unfold in terms of the Kisumu port commissioning and also what the traders have to say. But now we take a short break here on Daybreak, and we shall be resuming with more news.